How's it going today, guys? Carsofel here. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a build guide update, or just basically, I guess, a build diary of my EK shadow character. I'm gonna run this spider layer right now. Talk while I'm doing that. So I decided to do EK, ethereal knives, for those of y'all that don't know. Yeah, right now my tooltip is 15. Well, yeah, when I have all 6 of my power charges, I'm at 19.7. I'm a crit EK to begin with, so as soon as I get my power charges, it's gonna be ridiculous, over 20k. My EK just, let's see, 20.7. So we're gonna be at like about 21 with all 3. My EK just leveled to level 19, which with EK each level is insane. Get off me! Why can't I get that rustic sedge? What is going on? What's in my way? That was ridiculous. It's a path, but it's not a path. Alright, so I'm trying. I don't want this video to be forever because of madness. My curse, as you can see, I've got it on ball lightning, which is awesome because I just straight ball lightning curse and then follow behind it. I can curse an entire room instead of having to curse twice. We'll get into all the specifics soon. I just wanted to. I'm not really gonna grab any of this loot. Just gonna go through killing everybody. But as you can see, I mean, it is only spider layer, which is 70 map. I am level 80. I just map drops have been terrible, I swear. But really, I have no problem with anything. The only problem I had was leveling, because I did level with EK all the way. The only problem I had was normal difficulty, and that really gets fixed once you get spell echo. You can, again, with the you can't go through here because it's blocked. But once you get spell echo, you can use spell echo at 31, but it's like you'll be like 42, 43 when you finish the quest to get it. So I mean, if you're able to get it, or you already have one, like when it goes live, then that doesn't really matter, because you know, you just use it at 31, and then for the end of normal you're fine. Otherwise, like I said, you get it at exactly the end of at the end of normal. So, and this is chilled ground turbo. I keep forgetting about the chilled ground, wondering why I'm swinging so slow. But yeah, so you wouldn't get it until the end of normal, which, you know, this was my character after the wipe, so it's been a week since the wipe, and this is the only character I made. So yeah, I had to wait till the end of normal, which is what you would normally have to do. You know, that's the progression. So yeah, normal was a little bit rough because of that, but like I said, once you get your, and I don't even care about checking boxes, but once you get your I see you, Mr. Exile. Once you get your spell echo, it doesn't really matter. The only thing you have to be ready for is the mana cost of the 4-link with spell echo. Other than that, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm gonna pick these up just in case. Shit happens. But yeah, we're gonna run through here, knock off the boss. I might not do this. Oh, there's the boss. Entire map right now, just because a lot of nooks and crannies on this map. But I just wanted to demonstrate how easily I can kill anything. My golem isn't even up right now. I can basically face tank anything I've come across right now. And like I said, my EK just leveled up before I got off streaming today, so I haven't even mapped with my level 19 EK really. And so this is already new to me. But that was the boss right there. Yeah, dead. I mean, really all you have to worry about is a flicker strike. Yeah, having a golem out can cause you to get flicker striked, but it didn't really matter. With three power charges, I am at 24% crit chance right now. Basically, I'm at the point where I'm just picking up crit nodes, a little bit more health, and then crit nodes. Like I said, we are level 8. So it's that time. But I am at 24% with the 3 frenzy charges. That's not including if they're cursed. If they're cursed, it's, you know, whatever. I don't even know what it is. They go up to maybe about 32% chance to be crit. It doesn't really matter with EK because I'm just going to crit. We'll try and get everything up so we can see the full damage. There we go. 21.2. So right now we're at 21.2. And I have been using the same wand since like level 30 when I could use it. I got it at like level 27. Used my first 2 chaos to craft cast speed onto it. Was lucky, got the 11% top cast speed roll. I mean, it's 9, 10, or 11, but still. That's a big difference, each one of those points. That guy stunned the hell out of me. So, yeah. But I got 11%, and I mean, I haven't found a single one that could even compare to it yet, which is great for me. We are using Rat's Nest. Blood Dance gives us our Frenzy. Rat's Nest is just, you know, obviously best in slot for an evasion crit character. I mean, you're not going to get better than that. And yeah, I don't have a single target. I do have item rarity. Thank you for the map. I do have item rarity, you know, bear trap with culling strike, and I mean it doesn't do all that much damage. My single target is EK. Mana Leech allows for that, and I don't really have to worry about nothing. The ones that you do have to worry about, you just dodge. You know, Calm's ground slam, Cole's ground slam. You know, ground slams, dodge them. We do have the Arctic armor always running though too, so that activates when you're not moving. So it's like, you know, do you think you can stand there and eat it? If not, move, and then if you do get clipped by it, well, you're not getting that damage reduction that oh nice, that it gives you. We'll see what we got here. We have 13 remaining. I missed a pack somewhere. I'm not too worried about it. So that was a quick 70 map. Like I said, I'm an 80. We'll go ahead and stand inside of here. So basically the character, we're gonna go ahead and show you the gear real quick here. This is the wand that I got. It is a level 30 sage wand, doesn't matter, but it has everything I want. The projectile speed is negligible now, so I'm looking to switch to a dagger for just more crit chance, because it has the implicit crit chance. That's only 60 spell damage. I can easily get 60 spell damage on a dagger, and then it has an implicit crit chance global, and then we just get cast speed on that, and we're fine. Like I said, we do have Rat's Nest. Crappy roll. It's a 61 crit chance roll, so I mean, obviously you can get up to 80, so there's a lot of room for improvement for your crit chance there. Our neck piece is just, you know, spell damage, cast speed, couple resistance, a low life roll because I don't have my masters up high yet. We are using an evasion shield because, well, evasion is what we're doing. Tri-res, you know, life, evasion. Great. The only thing it's missing is flat. This ring right here is kind of instrumental to the build. You kind of need at least one Elrion ring for that minus mana cost. Because of the way that I'm running it, it does make my EK only cost 33 mana. You know, I'm cursing for only 16 mana to curse an entire room. Yeah, I've got really good rolls here. I get mana gain on kill. Sick resistances on that ring. Is great ring, great ring. This ring as well is a great ring. The 23 strength is because I need it for. You have to have at least 109. It's 111 if you want to hit level 20 on your. Where is it? On your less duration, but you can hit a level 19, and it's 108 strength. 109 strength will maintain your entire build, so not too bad. You grab one strength or even both the strength, and then you don't even need strength on your gear. We're just using evasion ES gloves. You have to have evasion ES somewhere. This one, your chest piece needs to be armor evasion just to make it easier. You really want pure evasion, and then once you know, if you have the currency, you can just spend the chromes. 6 link pure evasion, you're gonna want 2 red, 3 green, and a blue. The 6 link would be in power, so you would have to spend currency to get that. A lot of currency. Do the guaranteed 2 red, keep rolling it until you get 1 blue, 3 green. But yeah, ideally you want pure evasion chest piece, and then we have evasion energy shield gloves. That's because it needs 3 green for the curse that we're running, the ball lightning curse on hit. So evasion ES 3 blue 1 green is easy. Like again, the best thing would be flat evasion, and then just sit there and roll until you freaking get 3 blue 1 green, which, you know, that's gonna take a lot of currency, but that is if you're trying to max completely out the character. Same with the rings. You know, you want diamond rings, you want you can get whatever. You do need intelligence, so you kind of want an intelligence strength necklace. That way you don't have to put strength on any of your gear or intelligence. You just get it here, and then you grab a few things in the tree. Alright, so moving on to links here. So EK, we are running at 15.2, as you saw, with all of my charges up right now, which is 3 power charges and 6 frenzy. The reason we're doing more frenzy than power, even though we're doing crit, is because each frenzy charge is a +4 more multiplier. So every frenzy charge is an insane DPS boost. Plus, because of Blood Dance, we do gain 1% of life regenerated per frenzy charge. We gain 2% movement speed as well. So, but as far as links for EK right now, Spell Echo, EK. We have Mana Leech running because the way that I'm running with a triple, or an Aura and 2 Herald, or Aura, Herald, and Arctic Armor, which is now a reservation. I do need the Mana Leech, and I'll explain that here when I go to the tree. But we need the Mana Leech because of the Mana Leech rate. The way that Mana Leech works now, it just recently got changed. Got added fire, which is standard, faster projectiles, so that we can hit the edge of the screen with EK. If we didn't have this, well, I guess we still hit it because of archery, but I do off screen with this. Plus, it does give you increased damage. That might get changed out later once, you know, everything's all said and done. Maybe I have a higher wand that has more projectile speed, because that's the only thing that a wand gives you over like a dagger. It's projectile speed. Dagger's going to give you the crit projectile speed off of a wand. But if I'm using this, I don't necessarily need a wand. I just haven't found anything better than this at all. Let's see. No. Anyway. Belt just standard. You want a rustic sash for the fizz damage because that scales your EK, life, and resistances. Yeah. But yeah, EK, we have 5 link. Like I said, the 6th link would be Empower, which would give you a +1 to all other gems that are linked with it. EK especially, every level of EK is insane. Just to show you, here is a 9% quality ethereal knives at level 18. This is no quality, which quality gives you, projectile speed. This is no quality, but it's a level higher. 15227. 13131. Yeah. That is 2000 DPS off of just that level. So you can imagine Empower making it level 21. So, yeah. Every level on EK is insane. And then, yeah, you would move your Arctic armor somewhere out here. I do have something sitting out here. Look, Grace. Grace sits out here just because Grace would be in your background, because in case you need Grace, you want a Grace, and yeah, you would run Grace instead of Hatred if you need it on certain maps. Like I said, I do have the Bear Trap just for Culling Strike item rarity. It's still 7k damage because we are scaling physical. I mean, it's fine. I'm using Lightning Warp as the movement. I don't necessarily need it though, because my movement is like, what, 41%. I get 2% per frenzy charge, so I go up to 53% with full frenzy charges. It's a little bit crazy. I just run around. Not to mention, if I pop this movement, this Quicksilver right here, I go up to like 114%. And, I got room. I could put movement speed on my belt, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what else. Our curse on hit, we are using Assassin's Mark obviously for our power charges. It also gives us a 9% increased chance to hit them with a critical strike. We're using curse on hit, ball lightning level 1 because I don't care about the damage with GMP. And like I said, I can curse an entire room. Now with the way that EK works is you want to get projectile speed to make it get to the edge of the screen so you can hit people further away from you. Ball lightning, generally you want to do slower speed because it hits based on being in the vicinity of a mob. So the slower it goes, the more times it's going to hit because it's close to them for a longer period. But since I have super fast speed, it goes super fast, which makes it go really far off screen with a curse. So yeah, it's counterintuitive to trying to do damage with ball lightning to have projectile speed, but in this build it actually makes it a lot better because you're able to curse people off screen. You curse entire rooms with one shot, and then you just come in and EK them. As people walk into you, they're already cursed. You're not trying to curse a second time. You've got everything cursed one time. Go into our tree here. I did start out as Shadow because, I'm going crit. We came here through, the fizz damage and life. Like I said, normal was a little bit rough because your EK doesn't do anything until it's linked a bit. But we came through coordination. Now there was a lot of respecking going on. I grabbed all of this life at the beginning. I didn't even grab this for a long time. We came through here, and really with sniper and ballistic mastery, your projectile speed is enough to hit the edge of the map. Now I still use projectile speed just because I don't feel like trying to recolor my chest right now, but I can squeeze quite a bit more damage out of this build by making that green into a blue and using faster casting instead. This build can maintain it. Now we came through here. We didn't grab any of this crit early because there's no way that you can do it. Came down here, you grab some life over here. Now you do not get this physical attack damage leech because you're not attacking. You are doing physical damage, but it's not an attack, it's a spell. So if you do want to get, well, you can't get that at all. So, I mean, really I'm just coming through here because it's, I mean, 20% health for 3 points. You know, you're getting 14% in most places. Like I said, a lot of attributes because I am Shadow and I need int and strength for quite a bit of the build. After we got the life though, we came down here. We didn't have to worry about these early, but we rushed our acrobatics, get that dodge attacks. You know, we get 50% less armor and ES. I don't care. Chance to block spells and attack, whatever. I don't care. I mean, yeah, we block every once in a while. I'm not really worried about the spell block though. Came over here for our phase acro, 30% chance to dodge spells. And then we rushed down here to our Ondor's Guile for the 40% more chance to evade projectile attacks. But we do have a 20% less chance to evade melee attacks. Not too worried about it though. If I get overwhelmed in melee range, I do just pop my Jade Flask here. That's 99% increased evasion. It is Surgeons because I am crit. And my evasion goes up to 62%. It's at 37% now. I do get 4% increased evasion per frenzy charge right here. That goes up to 41 and then it goes up to 67. So I do dodge essentially everything. After Ondor's Guile, I started having mana problems. And we came up into here, Soul Siphon. Grabbed all of these two right here. I eventually spec'd out of these into these because these 2 points are exactly the same. Pretty much. Well, they're not exactly. These 2 points, you get 3% less maximum mana, but you get a 5 more flat mana and 5 more mana gained on kill. So, I mean, essentially, with the 3% is even less mana gained than the 5 flat. So these 2 points are just way better than these two. But I needed those in the beginning, so we were spec'd into those. There was a lot of respecking because of the mana problems. Because until you get your mana leech up high enough for that leech rate to actually matter, then you're not getting anything. Well, we came down here again, intellect. It's all about int because those wands take everything. Now this is where it's interesting. This doesn't help me. Physical attack damage leeches mana. Doesn't even matter. But I really needed to come in here for the leech rate. Now for a long time I didn't have this one. But I just had these two because 10 mana gained on kill plus a 30% mana leech rate. I am using the gem, so that makes it, when I do leech, it makes it leech faster. Then I came over here and I had Revelry for a long time because, you know, I'm shooting out 10 knives. Every guy hit, I'm gaining mana. It was basically how I sustained. I don't need it anymore because my mana leech rate is so fast that it's basically, it just outpaces that. We grabbed this once our mana leech was good enough. Our physical damage was high enough that we were leeching a lot, so that 4% of my max mana per second is added to my max mana leech rate. So we raised the max that we can leech back mana. Basically, let's see, where is it? EK. I gained 24 mana on kill. Cost 33. So I can almost sustain it just killing a guy. If I one-shot a guy, I almost get all the mana back just from that one cast. If I have to cast a second time, well, then my leech is already kicked in on giving me back mana, and that's why I needed that rate to be higher. The higher it is, the better it is, and the more I can get faster. Like my mana leech rate is outrageous. Let's Let's see if we can find it. Here it goes. 84% increased mana leech rate. So I leech almost twice as fast as you do at the very beginning of the game. It's like having mana gained on hit, but I don't need it. So we got our life here. Then we came over here. Fury Bolts doesn't really matter, but we do need the strength out of it. It's better than gaining just, you gain 10% more projectile damage, because we want this no matter what. Projectile speed and projectile damage. So you gain 10% more projectile damage and the 20 strength, so it's just better to go this way, even though it doesn't give us much. This gives us absolutely nothing. I mean, dexterity, I guess, is a little bit evasion. We do get to move faster because of this. You know, 4%, I think. And that was just so that we could come in here for these good life nodes and the 24% increased evasion. Then we came over here, popped on up here so that we could get our pierce, because EK loves to pierce, but I don't want to use the pierce gem. So I have about a 40% chance to pierce, which is great for EK. And that's without a gem. I could get up to 100% with a gem, but I don't need it because I'm critting. I'm pretty much exploding them, and I'm using Herald of Ash, so we're spreading that fire around. So once we got our pierce, we started working on our frenzy charges. We had access to one right here. We were already set up to grab this one, which is the best one to come from this side as well, because you gain the 4% evasion rating. And then we grabbed this one because we were already over here for the Golem's blood. I didn't have blood dance at that point, which do give me the frenzy charge. 29% chance to gain a frenzy charge on kill, so I had to use blood rage. So I really needed the life regen, so we did hit this, and we had this for a while. Now, once I gain the blood dance, I don't need this anymore. I still grab this because, well, you know, that's 20% health right there. 3 points, 20% health. It's all about that. So then, yeah, we didn't need that anymore. But then we started coming over here for the end of the build. We did grab this whole wheel early in life because, well, you really can't beat a physical damage, not physical attack. So that does go for EK, evasion, and life. The entire wheel is 20 life. So, you know, it's 5 points for 20. So the life part's not the biggest deal. But this Revenge of the Hunted is just a great node. These two back here, I don't necessarily need. I could spec out into better ones, but I like the evasion right now, and yeah. Matter of fact, I am going to use 2 regrets to get out of those into these health nodes here. Right now, like I said, a lot of respecking goes on. I'll take this other one out, and we'll pop into here. So that's where we are right now. I have a regret in my base. But we needed charisma as well. We grabbed this early, actually, so that we could run our Hatred, Herald of Ash, and Arctic Armor. So we have, what is it? 44 plus 2 22s, right? So we have 88% reserved, 83 mana left. Need that so that you can run this stuff. You could run another damage one. I could run Herald of Ice if I wanted to instead of Arctic Armor, but you know, we love to have our defense. And once we were over here, we grabbed our Ballistic Mastery. We came down here for Heart of Oak because that is 8% health plus the 30% chance to avoid being stunned is great, and life regen. Grab Primal Spirit because, yeah, it's a general flask charge gained, which is nice. Plus the Strength and Int are 2 attributes that I need more than anything. So, yeah, it's a great node for us, basically. And we've come over here. This is the end of the build, basically. We grabbed our Harrier, a little bit of cast speed, more movement speed. I already told you all about the Throw Killer. We spec'd out of this just to grab that once we passed on through. We are over here about to spec out of this for here. And so our next 3 points will be these crit nodes, and that's where we're at, is just building up the crit. After that, we'll come over here and grab this crit, and then we will grab these 3 crits, or these 2 crits, and then this doesn't really help us too much except for the spell damage, but 10 intelligence, yeah, every little bit of intelligence helps. I mean, we might not even take it just because we're getting so close to the end that that point isn't worth it there, and it might be more worth it as health. So that's the tree there. And like I said, we are level 80. I've basically planned my tree up to level 90, which would be, you know, here, all of this, here, these both back, and then this crit will put you at 90 or 89, and that's including that one as well, I do believe, but 89. So, and we are going to take this jewel socket. That's why we are here. This is part of the build as well, because you can get just a tremendous DPS boost off of just 1 jewel. And this is, we're passing on by, might as well put a point into it, and then we'll get that great end of game DPS. But that's basically it. Right now I am running a seething heat. This I really want to be either saturated or panicked freezing, but you know, we're gonna roll that eventually. And we've got our super movement Quicksilver, we've got our surgeons reflexes 99. This is surgeons as well. This right here, we have our bubbling bleed, and then here we just got this one. This is our surgeons warding Quicksilver. This is because really I didn't need the mana flask anymore. I had a mana flask sitting there for a while, just, you know, to help me, just in case I ran out. But I don't even have that problem anymore. There's absolutely no problem. I mean, I guess if I try and curse twice and then throw an EK, it won't work, but whatever. I'm not gonna do that. And I really only had that problem when I didn't have all my links correct and I didn't have my ball lightning curse and I was actually manually cursing. So that's the build right now. We are level 80. I'm gonna keep pushing this character. Hopefully we will get it to where I want it to be, and we can see what we can get out of this EK here. Like I said, right now with the way things are, we're at 21k. Also past 90, I mean, really it's just more crit and more damage. You know, you come over here, you grab this one power charge, you know, why not grab an extra power charge? It's right there. It's 3 points. That puts you at 93. You know, you've got another 7. You can come up here for the crit if you want. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 short. So, you know, you fiddle around with it, but end up with Doomcast as well as these 3 nodes and this extra power charge, giving you a 4th power charge, making it even better. And that's if it's needed. But that is my Shadow EK crit character. And it's only gonna get better. Alright, thanks for joining me, guys. Carsofel out.